Hey everyone, today I'll be doing a review of the most hyped mouse of 2018, the Logitech G Pro Wireless. Over the past few months, everyone has been calling this the second coming of the Zowie FK mouses, but does it really live up to the hype? Let's find out. Taking a quick look over the G Pro Wireless, it's a super lightweight wireless gaming mouse that weighs only 80 grams and is equipped with the latest Hero optical sensor that supports from 100 dpi to 16,000 dpi. Included in the package, we have the G Pro Wireless mouse with a plastic cover sheet on the bottom. The mouse comes equipped with 2 left buttons and 2 right buttons and the standard 2-button and scroll wheel set up on the top. Taking a look at the accessories, we have the standard USB charging cable with a micro USB header to USB Type A. Inside the packaging, we have a smaller box that contains more accessories for the mouse. Inside the smaller box, we can see that it comes with a micro USB to USB adapter and a standard wireless USB dongle. We also have swappable magnetic covers for the left and right side buttons of the mouse. Looking at the weight of the mouse, it weighs an amazing 77 grams without the bottom cover, and with the bottom cover attached, the mouse weighs exactly 80 grams. I tried the mouse with the cover off and on, and I noticed that the balance was slightly off when the cover was removed. Personally, I didn't mind the 3 grams of extra weight in exchange for the way more balanced weight distribution. Looking at the Hero optical sensor, not much has changed over the revision used in the G305, although the DPI range has been increased slightly from 200 to 12,000 to 100 to 16,000. Most users won't be using these ranges anyways. Doing the standard 360 spin test, I wasn't able to get this mouse to spin out, no matter how hard I tried. It even passed the tilt slam test flawlessly. With the Hero sensor, it's no surprise here. Pixel by pixel straight line tracking was also flawless. I didn't notice any smoothing or acceleration while using this mouse. Now taking a look at the dimensions of the G Pro Wireless, it's approximately 1.6 inches in depth, 2.5 inches in width, and about 4.5 inches in height. Comparing the buttons on the G Pro Wireless against the G305, I noticed that the mouse buttons were slightly closer to the click switch, and it was noticeably easier to make faster clicks with the G Pro Wireless than with the G305, scoring an average about 10 to 15 milliseconds better with the G Pro Wireless. Personally, I really like the G Pro Wireless mouse buttons. They're very easy to press, and with just enough resistance to prevent misclicks, and they also sound great. Everyone has been calling the G Pro Wireless a wireless Zowie FK clone. Although it has a lot of similarities, the back hump on the mouse is slightly taller and more rounded. For me personally, this caused some discomfort while using the mouse for long periods compared to the Zowie FK1 that I used for over 2 years without any problems. I personally like the FK1 side shapes much more since they are more rounded to suit my thumb grip. To be clear, this mouse has many similarities to the FK series, but just because you like the FK series, that doesn't mean you'll feel the same about the G Pro Wireless. When comparing the G Pro Wireless to my G305, we can clearly see that the mouse is slightly taller and longer. As someone with a larger hand size, I would have thought that the G Pro Wireless was better suited for me, but the G305 was surprisingly more comfortable due to the flatter back hump. So taking a quick look over the Logitech gaming software, we can see that our wireless G Pro is connected here. And right now it's set to use an onboard memory profile, so this profile is stored on the mouse itself, and when you click on the mouse, it will give you a breakdown on which profile it's set to right now. So this mouse supports up to 5 DPI levels that you can cycle through. And if you want to cycle through the levels, you simply have to click the DPI button under the mouse. And on the left here, you can disable and enable the left and right clicks. So as you can see, I'm just turning these on and off right now. You can have up to 4 side buttons, and then you have your 3 standard buttons there with the scroll wheel. And if you click on this button right here, this will give you all the lighting zones that you can adjust here. So right now I have the logo lighting turned on and set to color cycling, so it's going to change colors, and the logo is going to be blinking like that, and the DPI one is under the mouse, and that's going to be glowing as well. So you can turn these both off, and this will give you approximately about 10 more hours of battery life, I believe. So it's about 10-15 more hours of battery life as opposed to having the lights on. So if we take a look here, we have about 55 hours of battery life from 86%. On a full charge, it's typically around 65 hours or so. And if you have the lighting on, it's about 50 hours or so. And fully recharging the mouse takes about 2 hours maximum. It's about an hour and a half to 2 hours. It's in that ballpark. It's pretty quick. So would I recommend this mouse? It's so close to being the perfect mouse, but there are a few things that just didn't personally suit me, like the hump, similar to the G403, and the less curvy sides. I'm sure that a lot of users won't have the same issues I experienced with the shape because everybody's hands are slightly different, but really this is something you gotta try before you know. At the time of release, it's priced at $150 US, which is definitely a little bit pricey for a gaming mouse, but if you're due for a mouse upgrade and you have the cash to spare, and you want to try a lightweight wireless gaming mouse, then this is the best option available at the moment. So this concludes my review of the Logitech G Pro Wireless. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like my content, and until next time.